My turn to babysit. Alrighty. Yep, we're all good here. So if we could all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty. We will call this meeting to order at 7:03 p.m. Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Von Crooks.
Here.
Benedetti.
Here.
Cabawatan. Hornbeck. Here. Perugi. Rodriguez. Rizeppa.
Here.
Quorum present. Rizeppa.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Could we get a motion to excuse the 3 absent council members, and then we'll have the other one joining us shortly.
Support.
Moved and supported to excuse council members Cabawatan, Perugi, and Rodriguez. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. First up, we have minute approval of the October 7th, 2024 meeting.
So moved. Support.
Moved and supported. Seeing no further discussions, unanimously so ordered. All right, Chief Hawkins, Deputy Chief Needs, if you'd like to join us down here, we'll give you guys the microphone here. First, we have a presentation from our police department on a couple promotions that we have. If we could get a motion to make this part of the regular meeting, too.
Support.
Moved and supported. Chief, Deputy Chief, feel free to take it away.
All right, thank you, Mayor and Council. Pleased here tonight to be able to present 2 promotions for the police department. This is the first time under the new policy we have on promotions. We worked with the union together to add an interview process, and we had 3 outside evaluators as well as myself, Commander Christy Grunwald from Novi, Deputy Chief Brian Birch from Wayne County Airport, who's also a Trenton resident, and Lieutenant Mike Romanowski from Birmingham. It was collaboration with the union. They got a choice as well on one of the evaluators. And I'm proud to say we have some excellent candidates tonight for you. So first, I'd like to bring down Lieutenant Scott Stadler. And Scott, if you have somebody that you want to pin the badge on or bring your family down. First, Scott, Lieutenant Stadler was hired to the Trenton Police Department in July of 2011. He's promoted to corporal in June of 2018 and sergeant in August of 2020. He has served as a field training officer. He's currently the field training coordinator. He's served in our detective bureau. He's the evidence technician, supervises the Trenton Police Drone Program, and he's also a Trenton resident. And he's here with his wife, Maggie, who is going to pin the badge after the oath. So, Scott, if you could raise your right hand and repeat after me. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this state, and that I will faithfully perform the duties of the office of lieutenant in and for the city of Trenton, county of Wayne, and the state of Michigan, according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Great. Great.
Congratulations. I'm sure the council want to shake your hand there on that.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Oh, I would be too. Oh, sorry. That's right. That's great.
Yep.
Dean's big melon in there.
All right, next up is going to be Sergeant Nate Pugh, and I believe his wife Heidi is here. Sergeant Pugh has served multiple years prior to Trenton with the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. He was hired to Trenton Police Department in 2017. served in the Trenton Police Department Detective Bureau, and most recently was assigned to the Homeland Security Task Force. And he's also a taser instructor, Trenton resident, and mounted unit. If we ever start a mounted unit here in Trenton, we've got somebody for us.
Good.
So, Nate, if you could repeat after me. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this state, and that I will faithfully perform the duties of the office of Sergeant in and for the City of Trenton, County of Wayne, and State of Michigan, according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Congratulations.
Oh, great. Thank you so much and congratulations.
And hopefully we'll be back in less than a month. 2 of our new recruits that are in the academy are in the back here, and hopefully we'll be able to introduce them to you next month.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys very much, and congratulations again. Alrighty. So let's see. Next up we have here is public comment regarding items on today's agenda. This portion of public comment we have reserved exclusively for items that are on today's agenda, and we'll have another opportunity for all other public comment later in the meeting. I would ask that anyone wishing to speak, please begin with your name and address. Limit your comments to 5 minutes, and please direct all questions through me. I will go to anyone in person first, then on the Zoom. Not seeing any. We'll keep moving along here. We'll go a little bit out of order just to accommodate needing to wait on one additional council member to get in for some of our appropriations items. So first up we have now for groups and organizations, we'll go to the 33rd District Court, fines, costs, and fees for September 2024 to our court delegate, Councilwoman Vaughn Crooks.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to receive and place on file the costs and fines of the court due to the city in the amount of $4,536.82.
So moved.
All right, so we've got a motion and support. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it is unanimously so ordered. Thank you, Councilwoman. All right, next up, Madam Clerk, I'll ask you to take this one from Boxford residents who have a block party request.
Thank you. The residents on Boxford Street are asking for permission to close Boxford on Thursday, October 31st from 3:30 until 9 p.m. And this would be Boxford Street between Strome Avenue and Truewood Street. This would be under the direction of the Police Department and the Department of Public Services. And this is because of how many trick-or-treaters they get on their street. This is also known as Pumpkin Lane. So they're asking for permission to have a road closure on their street on October 31st from 3:30 until 9 p.m.
I would so move.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it is unanimously so ordered. Thank you all. And welcome, Councilman Perugia. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. All right, we'll actually go back here a little bit then. We'll go under appointments. We have for the City Beautiful Commission, I'm asking for this body's approval of my appointment of Charlene Dettini to the City Beautiful Commission for a term expiring November 1st, 2027.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Benedetti?
Yes.
Hornbeck?
Yes.
Perugi?
Yes.
Rezepa?
Abstain.
Von Crooks?
Yes.
Motion carries, Mayor Rezepa.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And thank you all for your concurrence. All right, department heads and officials. First item we have from our city administrator, Mr. Creech, a request for qualifications for architectural services for construction of bond-funded projects.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Before you have a request, it's basically a draft form of what we will do to send out and try to find the best or most qualified architectural group or individual to help with the design of our new police and fire station. So I ask that you approve the issuance of the attached RFQ in regards to architectural services for the police and fire station design. Be it further resolved that the administration provide recommendations to City Council within 60 days.
I'd so move.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Thank you, Dean. Next up, Microsoft SQL Server 2022 Standard 2 Core License Pack CSP.
Thank you, Mayor. Before you have a proposed purchase and configuration and installation of another server to replace an outdated server that we have. We do have the capacity to make this a virtual server off of an existing server that we replaced last year, if that's not complicated enough for you. And it would be a savings about $6,000 by doing it this way. So I ask that you approve the purchase of Microsoft SQL Server 2022 Standard 2 Core License Pack, CSP, and installation and configuration of new units from VC3 in the amount of $14,311.
Would so move.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. And then lastly, for Dean here, the upgrade of up to 44 workstations and monitors.
Thank you, Mayor. Having gone through the computers over the last couple years, and of course it's a lot better tracked now than it was in the past, we have 44 workstations now that will be outdated. They have the 2010 version of software on there for Windows 10, and it can no longer be upgraded, and it's basically run the end of its service life. We've been replacing about 25 computers a year. I don't think we'll actually do all 44 workstations this budget year. We're going to do a batch of probably 25 to start with, and then we'll see where our IT budget is by the end of the year. We'll either push it through and finish it, the project, or we'll do it at the beginning of next budget year. So the motion is to move to approve the proposal from VC3 to replace up to 44 workstations and LED monitors at a cost not to exceed $88,000. Be it further resolved that the city administrator is authorized to defer part of this project until budget year 25-26 in the interest of the city.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. Thank you, Dean. Next from our city controller, Ms. Cooper, budget amendments for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025.
Yep, hello, good evening. So I just have a few budget amendments that I'm looking to do through the first quarter of September 30th, 2024. Most the excess revenue is from interest that we're earning on some of the investments that we can then allocate for additional expenses. So we have a few printing from the newsletter mailings that we hadn't budgeted, some of the bond expenses, the tree out front of City Hall, the parking lot at Apholder Park, some tax appeals, The only thing that would be utilizing fund balance in the general fund is for the sanitation fund balance to pay for that scoping project that was approved at the study at the last council meeting. And then in the DDA, just a few other little minor additions with the new DDA position, and then just a reallocation of some funds. So I'm just looking for a motion to approve the budget amendments as of September 30th, 2024.
I would so move.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. Next up, our DPS Director, Mr. Sargent, the emergency purchase of a vehicle hoist for the motor vehicle pool garage.
Thank you, Mayor. The DPW's motor vehicle pool garage has 3 vehicle hoists which were installed in 1981. 2 of the hoists broke and can no longer be repaired due to age and part availability. In order to keep our operation going, an emergency purchase of an above-ground hoist was made. This hoist is much more user-friendly and has all of today's safety features. This purchase was budgeted in the motor vehicle pool equipment account. Therefore, I'm seeking your approval for the purchase of this Colonel Manufacturing 14,000-pound hoist from Redline Manufacturing in the total amount of $10,417.33.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Thank you.
Kevin. All right, next up from our HR Director, Ms. Perry, a resolution to adopt the annual exemption option as set forth in Public Act 152 of 2011, the Publicly Funded Health Insurance Contribution Act.
Good evening. Yes, so tonight the attached resolution would grant the city an exemption from requiring what the guidelines are set in Public Act 152 regarding health care premiums, what we would charge retirees that are mirrored as well as active employees. So with the exemption, this would allow us to tailor the contributions for the upcoming 2025 health care year. So in this motion, I'm asking for you to adopt the resolution, which would provide for the exemption, and a roll call vote is required for this.
I would so move.
Moved and supported?
Yep.
All right,
Just wanna
any
make sure.
further discussion? All right, and it requires a roll call, so Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Hornbeck,
Yes.
Perucci,
Yes.
Rozeppa,
Yes.
Von Crooks.
Yes.
Benedetti.
Yes.
Motion carries. Mayor Rozeppa.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Thank
you,
you.
Ms. Perry. All right, next up from our Parks and Recreation Director, electrical service to the ice arena.
I'll
handle that, All right, we'll defer to Dean here for electrical service to the ice arena.
You know what, actually, I agreed to take this item and I forgot. So, just full transparency. So before you, you have an invoice in the amount of $114,000, and this is related to the loss of power we had at the ice rink a couple weeks ago. At that time, our entire feed, 1,200 foot long, had to be replaced, and even ran underneath the Franken Poet apparently. And we were able to get it done. It would actually under budget. I know that's a shocking number and everything regardless, but it needed to be done. The work's been completed. They actually did a really, really good job with it. So I'd ask you to approve the immediate release of a check in the amount of $114,000 to Motor City Electric for their work on the main service line to Kennedy Recreation Center.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered. All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Dean. Tim didn't want to come to have to do the $100,000 repair.
Yeah.
All right. Chief Hawkins has got the next one here, Power DMS Vitals and Power Action subscription.
Mayor and Council, thank you. On April 1st, this body approved the subscription to Power DMS policy to begin the task of MELIAC accreditation. The request here for today is for Power Action and Power Vitals, which are required use of force reporting system, as well as a tracking tool for officers' behavior, and a wellness app in the accreditation process. Free with this purchase is Power Line, which is a mobile wellness app. Power DMS has been designated by the Michigan Association of Chiefs of Police as the Michigan Law Enforcement Accreditation Commission as a required document management system used by agencies pursuing accreditation. These additional subscriptions are new to the Power DMS suite and were not available during the original request. The total cost for this purchase is $23,875. Partial year one is $10,875, and the full second year is $13,000. There is money in the accreditation budget for the partial year one purchase. I would ask council's approval for the subscription to Power DMS from November 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2026 for $23,875.
So moved.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Thank
Thank you, Chief. All right, last item is here for me. I am asking for this body's approval to reschedule the regular council meeting of Monday, November 18th, 2024 to Monday, November 25th, 2024 at 7 p.m. Just as a reminder, we do the first meeting in November is pushed back from the first Monday to Tuesday, November 12th. So this will just help separate those two a little bit as well.
So moved.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it is unanimously so ordered. Thank you all. All right, Madam Clerk, do we have any late items?
No, we do not.
All right, wonderful. I will now defer to our Mayor Pro Tem, Councilman Benedetti, for disbursements and statements and the reports.
Thank you, Mayor. Make a motion to approve the authorized disbursements October 21st, 2024, $1,042,601.07.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Seeing none, it's unanimously so ordered.
Receive and place on file the financial summary, September 30th, 2024, schedule of investments and cash on hand, September 30th, 2024, Civic Commission minutes, September 9th, 2024, Downtown Development Authority minutes, September 19th, 2024, Fire and Police Pension Board draft minutes, October 9th, 2024, Zoning Board public hearing and regular minutes, October 6th, 2022. Is that right? 2022?
It is. They
Okay.
didn't have.
Okay, I just wanna make sure. And Police Department monthly report, September 2024.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any further discussion? It is unanimously so ordered. Thank you, Councilman.
And Mayor, I also make a motion to have a closed study session immediately following this meeting. Correct.
Support.
I think you have to state. the
Discussion of
purpose.
litigation and potential sale or purchase of property.
All right, moved and supported. That's all right. Moved and supported. Any further discussion? Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Hornbeck,
Yes.
Perugi,
Yes.
Rezeppa,
Yes.
Von Crooks.
Yes.
Benedetti.
Yes.
Motion carries, Mayor Rezeppa.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Clerk, and thank you, Councilman Benedetti. We'll go to other council business now. I don't have anything for y'all, so make that even easier. Normally, would have started with what was slated to be Councilman Cabawat and then Councilwoman Rodriguez. So we will go right to Councilwoman Von Crooks.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Just a question I asked about a few months ago. Have we looked into any further, Dean, to the light at Grange and King, a turn lane or something, a turn signal? Have we looked into that anymore?
Yes, I believe it was referred to traffic safety for their recommendation, and it was also forwarded to Wayne County, but we haven't heard anything back from Wayne County.
Because I saw another accident there tonight, another
Yeah.
fender bender. It's like every time you go to that corner, you take your life in your hands to try to turn into Trenton. You know, and it's really starting to scare me with these residents, for our residents. And it's bad enough during the winter when it gets darker out that way and there's no lighting. And now you got that turn signal that I'm really kind of concerned with. And I want to make sure that we're still following through with that.
I will do a follow-up with Wayne County.
Okay, that's great. Thank
Yep.
you. That's all. Thank you tonight.
All right. Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Benedetti.
The only thing I have, Mayor, is hope everybody has a good Halloween next week. And please pay attention when you're out there driving. I know we closed one street, so we don't have any problems, but kids will be all over. And I know, as usual, the police department will be out there with the lights on, the guys driving around, making sure everybody's following some rules. And we appreciate that, but that is all I have tonight, Mayor.
Great. Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Hornbeck.
I'm not much, just I want to congratulate Lieutenant Stadler and Sergeant Pugh on their promotions tonight. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Perugi.
Nothing, Mayor.
All right. Thank you, Councilman. Madam Clerk, do you have anything?
Yes, I'd just like to mention that absentee ballots are available in the clerk's office. And also, the early voting begins this Saturday. So early voting will run from October 26th through Sunday, November 3rd here at City Hall. The hours are 9 to 5 if anybody wants to come in and vote early. The presidential election is on Tuesday, November 5th. Polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. And City Hall will be closed on Monday, November 11th for Veterans Day, and the next council meeting will be on Tuesday, November 12th at 7 p.m.
Great.
That's it for me.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Madam Assessor, do you have anything for us tonight?
I'm all set, thank you.
All right, thank you. And I know our treasurer wasn't able to make it. Any of our department heads have anything for us? All right, Chief Hawkins.
Two things real quick. As Councilman Benedetti said, Halloween. We will be having a flyer that goes out. It will be a trick or treat with the police. We'll be walking around in the neighborhoods with kids. We'll have a flyer out to advertise that tomorrow. But more importantly, the reason I wanted to come up, I wanted to congratulate Deputy Chief Neese and Sergeant Benars, who graduated from Eastern Michigan University's class of Staff and Command for Executive Leadership last week. It's a 10-week process. They were both did excellent. I was able to go and view some of the presentations. One was on the feasibility of motorcycles back to the Trenton Police Department, and another was on the cadet program. So they were excellent papers, and we look forward to having now Lieutenant Stadler and Lieutenant Brewster attend the next class next year. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Chief. And yes, certainly congratulations to them. All right. Captain Sergeant.
Just a couple quick things for any public watching. Today started our curbside leaf collection program. Maps can be found throughout every city building, city website, any of the Facebook pages for any of the city Facebook pages. So yeah, we'll be out there for the next 6 weeks picking up leaves. The other thing I wanted to mention, the street light upgrade project that you guys approved probably 7 or 8 months ago is about 75% complete. As you drive through town, you're going to really start to notice the new lights. They look outstanding compared to the old ones, so we should really start to see a notice in our electric bill going down for those street lights. So that's all.
Cool. Thank you very much, Kevin. All right. Any other department heads? Not seeing any on Zoom. We'll go to public comment now. Anyone wishing to speak, we'd ask that you begin with your name and address. Please limit your comments to 5 minutes, and please direct all questions through me. We'll go to any folks in person first, then those on Zoom. If anyone on Zoom wants to use the raise hand function. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Mayor Board. My name is Frankie Grebe, and I live at 1809 Boxford, aka Pumpkin Lane. You guys just approved the blockage for the street on our Pumpkin Lane from Strom to, I think it's Trenton Drive? Truewood. Thank you. Yes. So, and the reason why I'm here tonight is because I just want to shed a brighter light on Pumpkin Lane on Halloween night. Really quick, we started Pumpkin Lane in 2020, and we just did it as just a fun kind of bringing the community together and just something fun to do. And little did we know that on Halloween night we had 600 people come through on Pumpkin Lane for trick-or-treating. We ran out of candy. It was unexpected. It was a delight, too, at the same time. It was fun. Year 2021, we went up to 850 people. Fast forwarding, last year we just had just over 1,400 people come through Boxford Lane to enjoy, trick-or-treating and all that. But it got to the point last year where we even had donations from local businesses donating candy, pretzels, whatever we can, because that's a lot to give out. So we are expecting 1,600 plus this year alone, and so we finally got to a point where like we got to do something because the traffic is just crazy. It's just getting to a safety hazard for the children crossing the road. Last year, I was out there myself just directing traffic, and it was just, I don't even know how to explain it. It was a zoo. It was unorganized. It's just getting to a point to where it was just so many people coming down and want to enjoy Pumpkin Lane, and we needed the road blocked. That's what I'm trying to say. For my perspective, I feel like we need more than just the road closure on our street for this year for Pumpkin Lane, Boxford Street. And what all of us residents are going to do is we're going to remove our cars so the actual crowd can actually walk in the street back and forth. What I'm requesting, Mayor, is that maybe we can have some police presence to direct traffic a little bit, maybe for the walking traffic. I know that Halloween is probably really busy, but it's just something I want to throw out there, and maybe that's something we can have on Halloween night. Because we just know this isn't going to go away and it's not going to stop growing. It doesn't seem like it. So if we're looking at 1,600 plus this year, next year it could be 18. It's growing 200 to 300 people every single year. So our concern is mainly for the safety of the children. And we know that a lot of people that are going there to Pumpkin Lane are also going to the other streets that have adopted an idea of, hey, we're going to do Ghost Lane and Witch's Way, and so they'll park all around there, but going to our street is the most busiest street for Halloween, and it's the earliest that people come in and it's the latest that people leave. So thank you so much for approving the street being blocked off. I'm just requesting if we can have some kind of police presence that evening also.
Sure. No, we'll talk about it internally with our staff just to make sure that we've got enough people everywhere. But yeah, with that amount of people, we'll make sure that there's some sort of presence there to make sure that everything's going as smoothly as possible. That's no small feat there for you guys. So.
Oh, no doubt. Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yep. Take care, and thanks for everything you do.
Thanks.
Cool. All right. Anyone else? Not seeing anything on Zoom here. We'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
7:35 p.m. Moved and. All right, cool. All right, for adjournment, it's 7:35 p.m. Don't go anywhere. We'll start our closed session here right away and see everyone else in a couple weeks.